and you're thinking about sitting out?
So Barack Obama has caught some backlash from some people regarding his talk with a group of young black voters in Pennsylvania who, by the way, are supporters of Kamala Harris. He was more just trying to make a statement to those in the black community who may be hesitant to vote for Kamala Harris. And quite frankly, it's just a few. Most black men, most black women are and will support Kamala Harris. Do not pay attention to the fake outrage online of people claiming they're just so upset with what Barack Obama said. No, what he said was the truth to those who are questioning whether they will support Kamala Harris.
And that's on one side. And on the other side, you have someone who has consistently shown disregard, not just for the communities, but for you as a person.
They are creating excuses. And in his opinion, and quite frankly, in my opinion, and in many other people's opinion, it's probably rooted in misogyny.
I'm speaking to men directly. Part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president. And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for that. Well, how can that be? Because the women in our lives have been getting our backs this entire time. They've been raising us and working. When we get in trouble, when the system's not working for us, they're the ones who are out there marching and protesting.
So if you notice, the people that Obama is speaking to in this room, they agree with him. So this whole narrative that is coming out from some online who have this, like I said, fake outrage, claiming that he was scolding the men in that room, that is a bunch of bull. He was not scolding them. He was having an internal conversation with other black men, other black people about those in the black community who are actually thinking about voting for a man who is extremely against our interests.
And so now you're thinking about sitting out or even supporting somebody who has a history of denigrating you?
How in your right mind, as a black man or as a black individual, could you ever support someone like Trump, who at one point called for the death penalty of innocent young black men in New York, the exonerated 5? How can you support a man who demanded that Barack Obama himself supply his birth certificate like he was some kind of runaway slave? How can you vote for a man who has a history of refusing to rent to black people? How can you vote for a man who wants to encourage more stop and frisk and possibly even give the police immunity? How can you vote for a man like that who belittles you, who doesn't believe in you? That is in essence what Barack Obama was asking to those who are on that wavelength. Luckily, most of us are not.